Here we go. We got another one for you right here. The Butterfloss and Barton Orthodontic Super Street. It's a 40-lap event. And they really go at it in this division. Sammy Gaeta up front with the Randy Akers. The 2 and the 1 on the side. And the 2 and the 4 on the side of the other one. Sammy Gaeta in the lead. You got the 0-1, Rena Marketti. Landon Abbott in the 7-0. Bill Aker, the 22. Sean Calloway, the 12. Jason Michaud, 46. Jeffrey Sweeney, the 11. John Pereira, the 3. And Derek Roberts in the 0-5 top 10. Then Rod Bazitsky, Jim Bennett, C.J. Roberts coming to life. Sammy Gaeta will lead this lap as he exits turn number 2. Rena Marketti down on the inside of Randy Akers. They make contact. Randy goes around. He gets hammered by a couple of cars. 3, 4, 5 cars involved and damage on the first lap of the race for the Super Streets. Big mess. The 46 involved. Jason Michaud, he's running for the Rookie of the Year with problems. Landon started the race up there, and he was in 4th when that wreck happened. Not even one lap up in lights. And a lot of damage on the side of that 46. The whole side of that car ripped off. 21 doesn't look like he's got too much damage for Randy Akers. John Pereira also involved in the 3 car. And it looks like the 21 might be done. Randy Akers, tough break for Randy. Started the race on the outside front row. Second in the points. One lap to go. They'll turn them loose. Sammy Gaeta will lead them down. To the outside, it's going to be the 12. Sean Calloway chooses to use the cone. Or they go back to the last way they would have been lined up without those cars caught up in the wreck. There's the 2. Rod Bazitsky to the outside of Rena Marketti, the 01. 22, Bill Aker to the inside of the 70. Landon Abbott, 41. He'll be to the inside. Craig Warren. He's raced a couple of times this year here at Langley. There is the 11, Jeffrey Sweeney to the outside. And here we go. Green flag back in the air. We're underway as Sammy Gaeta leads them down. Making their way now between turns 1 and 2. We've had one caution flag. It was a long one, too. There's Sean Calloway. He's on the outside. Bill Aker dives underneath in car 22. Trying to take over the 3rd position. Sammy Gaeta continues to lead this race up front ahead of Rena Marketti. Landon Abbott making up some ground as he goes to the inside of Bazitsky. Sean Calloway up to 3rd position in car 12. 22 back to 4th. Bill Aker. Lap number 2 of 40. Rena Marketti not letting Sammy Gaeta get away. Hanging right with him, about a car length behind the back bumper of Sammy Gaeta. Sammy Gaeta of Hampton with Gaeta Graphics, Wyatt Homes, AYSO, Region 1310, also Burgess Lawn Care, Pete's Towing, Southern Style Clothing, showing his sponsors the way to get around Langley Speedway up front ahead of Rena Marketti. Reno in the 0-1 from Sandston, Virginia. There goes John Pereira making a move to the inside of the 2. Bazitsky slips high between turns 3 and 4, falls back in line. Tommy Sweeney able to get by. He's up to 6th position in the 11. 4 laps out of 40. Sammy Gaeta leads Rena Marketti, Sean Calloway, Bill Aker, and Landon Abbott the top 5. Then Jeffrey Sweeney in the 11. John Pereira next in line in 3. little bit further back, a little bumping and banging between the 41 and the 50. Craig Warren and the 50 of Jim Bennett. Sammy Gaeta's got a fast race car. Has really adapted to the super streets pretty well. He's up front. John Pereira doing battle with the 11 of Jeffrey Sweeney. Good battle right there at the exit of turn number 2. And Pereira now up to 6th position. Battle for the lead shaping up. Reno Marketti trying to put a challenge to the 24 of Sammy Gaeta. Jim Bennett, he's in jeopardy of going a lap down. The Car Masters number 10. Sammy Gaeta, the 24, with a challenge once again shaping up between himself and Reno Marketti in the 01, the Blue Machine. That 50 of Jim Bennett once again is off the pace a little bit. Landon Abbott's about to make the pass on him to the outside. Landon in the 5th position. Jim Bennett has gone a lap down. Gaeta can't escape the challenge of Marketti. Renault 3rd in the points. It's very tight between these drivers in the super streets. 144 for Sammy Gaeta with 1 win this year. 1 point ahead of Randy Akers coming into tonight. Randy has already had his problems in that first lap wreck. And then you have Reno Marketti, 140. So he's only 4 points away from Sammy Gaeta in the championship lead. 1 win this year for Sammy Gaeta, 3 for Randy Akers, 1 for Landon Abbott, John Pereira with 1, and Reno Marketti looking for his first as he looks underneath the 24. Almost got there. Sammy doing a good job to hold him off. We're 12 laps into this 40-lap event. Just ahead of the leader, we got him racing side by side with Jim Bennett, Car Masters number 50 and the 41 of Craig Warren. Warren's back in 9th position. Great battle for the lead again between the 24 and 01. It's Sammy, then Renault, then Sean Calloway, the 12, Bill Aker in the 22, Landon Abbott, the 70 top 5. Sponsor of this division, Butter, Foss, and Barton Orthodontics here at Langley Speedway. Second year they've been with us. Reno Marketti once again will challenge Sammy Gaeta for the lead. They get around the 41. Craig Warren. Craig's off the pace and gaining some valuable experience out here in this division. Sammy Gaeta doing all he can to keep that blue 01 in his rear view mirror, but it's not easy. Reno Marketti is coming in that 01. His car stays glued to the bottom of the racetrack. Sammy drifts up high. Renault running just a little bit different line than Sammy Gaeta. Sammy's running about a half a lane higher than Reno Marketti is. And a full lane higher at the exit of turn 4 as Reno looks underneath. Reno Marketti coming to life, trying to take the lead away from Sammy Gaeta's 24. They race door to door at the exit of 2. Craig Warren on pit road in car 41. Challenge for the lead. Reno Marketti's going to take it away from Sammy Gaeta. Gaeta back to second, our points leader. 18 laps out of 40. This race to be followed by the next 30-lap event, the Larry King Law Modifieds. Field strung out just a bit, except for that race for the lead between Sammy Gaeta, Reno Marketti. Sammy's going to try and cool his tires off a little bit, but staying right on the back bumper of Reno Marketti. Jim Bennett goes 2 laps down as they go by, and Sammy looks underneath. He got enough room to get to the inside of Reno Marketti. Reno gives him room on the bottom of the racetrack between turns 1 and 2, and right behind these guys, the 12 of Sean Calloway had a hard time getting by Jim Bennett. Great action once again up front between these two, the 01 and 24. Reno Marketti, Sammy Gaeta. Sammy would like to get his second win of the season. Reno looking for his first win of 2014 and 0-1. Sammy's not letting him get away. Staying right with that blue 0-1. Jim Bennett's number 50. That thing sounds a little sour as he goes by. Great battle continues between these two lead drivers. The challenge for the lead shaping up again between Sammy Gaeta and Reno Marketti. Sammy at the middle of the turn closes up right on the back bumper of Reno Marketti. Both drivers have raced each other very clean tonight. We've got 24 laps out of the 40. Sammy within striking distance, especially if it gets down to the last few laps. Just about pushes Reno at the exit of turn number 4. 15 laps to go. These cars up front just about dead even as far as speed goes. The last lap, a 19.277 for Reno Marketti, a 19.266 for Sammy Gaeta. Average speed, 75 miles an hour. Car length separate those two now as they get by. Ron Pazitsky in the 2 is having a problem tonight. He's off the pace a bit. After 27 laps, it's Reno Marketti, Sammy Gaeta, Sean Calloway, Bill Aker, and Landon Abbott top 5. That's the 0-1, 24, 12, 22, and 70. John Pereira, the 3. The 11 of Jeffrey Sweeney. Ron Pazitsky in the 2 and 8. Jim Bennett, the 50, is 9th. C.J. Roberts in the 5 is 10th. And Craig Warren, the 41, is out in 11th. 12th is the 21 of Randy Akers. And the battle rages on again between the 21 and 0-1. 24, Sammy Gaeta. Sammy gets enough room to get to the inside again, gets into, or at least I thought he was going to get into that 0-1. Sammy's a clean driver, trying to get past Reno Marketti. And Sean Calloway trying to come up there too and challenge in the 12 machine. Sean Calloway of Virginia Beach with Supreme Foods, Cal's Pizza, and Danny Harrell helping him out this year. Look how close they are, bumper to bumper between the 0-1 and 24. Reno Marketti trying to play offense. "31 laps completed out of 40. Reno Marketti, the leader, over the 24 of Sammy Gaeta. Sean Calloway, the 12, is 3rd. The 22, Bill Aker, remains in 4th. Bill Aker of Chesapeake, they call him Mad Dog, with Lucky 13 Custom Graphics, Wilson's Auto Sales, Easton Customs, and G. Nichols. And Landon Abbott, haven't talked about Landon too much tonight, from Henrico. 20 years old with Nolte Machine and also Woods Mobile Glass and Tyrex and Gabby's Graphics. Time is running out for Sammy Gaeta to make his move. He led the early part of the race. Can he challenge for the lead again and take that position back? Those drivers once again with wins include the 3 of John Pereira, caught up in that wreck. And John still hanging tough in 6th position. The 12, Sean Calloway, who's in 3rd, coming down pit road. Sean Calloway with a problem in the 12. He falls out of the top 5. Reno Marketti pulling away. 3 car lengths now separate 1st and 2nd. The 01 back to the 24. And Bill Aker up to 3rd spot now in the 22. Landon Abbott, the 70, is 4th. And John Pereira has worked his way back up to the top 5 after getting caught up in that first lap wreck. Larry King Law Modifieds coming up after this. We've got 4 laps to go. Leader of the race now between turns 3 and 4, making his way at the exit of turn number 4 in the blue 0-1. And there might be a little bit of lap traffic that's going to come into play as this one gets down to the end. We've got 3 laps to go. Jim Bennett slips up high, then down low, right in front of Reno Marketti. This allows the 24 to close in just a bit as Gaeta starts to reel back in. Reno Marketti. Reno in the lead in the 0-1. He's about to get the white flag in his windshield to know that he's got 1 lap to go till victory. Sammy Gaeta comes into tonight the points leader. Reno Marketti was back there in 3rd spot, only 4 points behind Sammy. Sammy in 2nd, so he's not going to lose too much. Randy Akers will be the big loser as far as losing points tonight after his wreck. But the winner of the race is going to be that number 0-1. Reno Marketti wins it at Langley Speedway over Sammy Gaeta. They drove each other pretty clean tonight. Reno Marketti will grab the checkered flag. Sammy Gaeta finishes in 2nd. Bill Aker, 3rd spot in the 22. Landon Abbott, the 70 and 4th. John Pereira, 5th position for car number 3. Jeffrey Sweeney in the 11 and 6. 7th, Rod Bazitsky in the 2. Jim Bennett in the 50 and 8. In 9th, it's going to be C.J. Roberts in the 5. Sean Calloway with a problem near the end of the race. He was up there in 3rd spot for most of the event and ends up in 10th. Craig Warren, the 41 and 11th. Randy Akers, the 21-12. Jason Michaud running for the Rookie of the Year in the 46 and 13th. And Derek Roberts in the 05 and 14th. And down to the Dale Lemons victory lane. Chuck Hall making his way over. And there he is, Reno Marketti, 0-1.
Mike, like we talked about, 8 different races. How you doing, bud? Ladies and gentlemen, a new winner, 2014, Reno Marketti, the 4th. Hey, man. You know, it's the end of June. Where have you been? I haven't seen you all year.
Man, I don't know. Dad told me, he said, you keep finishing 2nd, eventually you're going to get one. So I guess he proved him right tonight. First thing I got to do is, I'm going to apologize to Randy. I don't think I did that, but, you know, I'm sorry for his bad luck and unfortunate events tonight. Got to thank my teammate, Landon, Team Chooch, my Meemaw. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Meemaw. And this one's from my Uncle Lennon. He just passed away a few days ago, and this one's for him. I got to thank Butterfoss and Barton, Shriners for coming out, LA Engineering for giving me too much power to hook up, apparently. Langley Speedway for hosting all the events. Roll Cage Components, Gene Nichols built some good stuff. Oh man, Woods Body Shop, I think my boss said he might come today. Thanks if you're out there. Everybody, thank you.
A great night for this young man. First time in 2014, but don't think you won't see him here again, am I right?
I'm going to try. I also got to thank Tyrex Whitewall Willie up in Richmond. Thank him.
Reno Marketti, the 4th, everybody, and our friends from the Shriners here to present him.